when I did the state of the game feedback video. It's definitely not all positive, and I'm not so sure Kabam liked it. We'll talk about that another time. In fact, I'm pretty positive they did not. Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, I've been talking about this Christmas crystal opening for a while now. It's bonkers. It's amazing. Even for my account, I believe I can genuinely use the term account changing. Let's get to it. I think we have 12 7-star crystals, a 6-star relic, and yeah, we're just gonna get to this. There's an immediate rank 2. Normally I save this for the rank up roundup, but I'm gonna show it to you. We'll get the gameplay in the rank up roundup. And you know, I'm a player. I love playing this game. I do YouTube because I enjoy playing the game and I enjoy the community, the back and forth of all that with you. So I was not able to record these live because I was on vacation with my family having a great time, but I still play the game when I can. And seeing all these 7-star crystals just sitting there, I was like, I got to open them. I think you understand the feeling, right? So we'll go through and then you can kind of see what's going on and I'll talk to you about each of the champions. So pulled Strife. I know Simula used him to do some pretty cool things in Necropolis. Without the Awakened ability, without me having a path where I really feel like I need to rank him, I don't think I'm going to be. We'll see. My mutant catalysts are starting to grow up. Grow up. They're growing up. They're starting to grow. And so maybe I'll consider it, but I don't see that right now. I think he's good. I actually enjoy questing with him. I just don't think that's what's going to happen here. So now this one I was very excited about. As you know, we just did the top 10 rankings and all that. I had a lot of fun with that. And the numeric system, the value system, you all really enjoyed that. And, you know, it helped me make sense of the rankings and the things we want to put out there. So you're going to start seeing that in the general tier list I do monthly and in the Battlegrounds tier list as well, too. It's just going to take a while to get that formatted. But, you know, whatever someone's like, it's just a lot of work. I didn't do it because it was a lot of work. That's not how we work on this channel. We're going to do the work because we want to get it done properly. And so we will. And it's just going to take time to get all in, but we'll get it there. Now, I pulled this Ebony Maw, and look at the SIG on this. And I don't want to spoil any rank up roundup videos of mine, which is my monthly video where I show you my rank ups and I try to show you some gameplay. So you can kind of, again, know what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and maybe you can take that and use it for yourself. He's going to be going up. I know that's kind of spoiling that a little bit, but he's really good. I actually enjoy playing him. I enjoy the kind of like masterful feel you get with setting up the opponent, making them hit into your falter and then getting in with those degens. And at SIG 120 and at rank 2, it's going to be pretty juicy. With Odin, though, going back to that pool, I actually really like Odin, and I had to back out of that path. It's path 3, I believe it's called, in Necropolis, because I needed the champions for war. I needed them for war, and I was on vacation, and I knew how long it would take. So I actually may take Odin to rank 2, although there's another god, let's say, that I'm considering. I think I might do that one. You can see how excited I was to pull Mr. Negative to get him awakened. His awakened ability is really nice. I believe that's the degen resistance, or he heals when he's degenning and things like that. So we'll see. I have another science champion by the name of Joe, who I'm considering taking to rank 2. So Mr. Negative may need to wait in line a little bit, but you can see there, I'm starting to look at like, how many Titan shards do I have? How many Titan shards do I have? And fortunately, well, let's see. So we're now onto these 2 7-stars. And as hopefully you saw my banquet rewards opening, I did have a little bit of fun. I didn't go crazy. I was like, oh, here's what I'm willing to do, what I'm willing to spend. And I did it. And I purposely didn't pay attention to rank rewards. But I did get a lot of 7-star shards. I know those crystals weren't amazing, but they also weren't terrible, at least not for me. So maybe that's some RNG. But speaking about RNG, I believe this is one of the worst champions in the pool. It's a good 7-star pool. So it's not necessarily that Red Goblin's bad. It's just that he's one of the worst of the good, let's call it. One of the worst of the okay. He's the most okayest. And I know one of the things with him, though, is you do want the SIG, but I just, in the Cosmic class, I just don't see me ranking the 7-star. He's not a champion I overly enjoy. And like I said, I'm part of why I'm doing this is to let you guys know what I think. Maybe you're right. You watch it, you see your own champions, and you're considering ranking them up too. So one Red Goblin wasn't great, but guess what? 2 in a row is. It's really, really bad. It's really, really bad. But the rest of the pulls over Christmas were so good that I felt okay with it. And in fact, as you're watching, you now know I've got enough for a Titan Crystal. So I went directly into this, and I should have taken a break after those double Red Goblins. I was like, my luck is really bad right now. I should definitely take a break. But again, I'm a player. I'm excited. I play the game because I enjoy it. And right now, a Titan Crystal is the most exciting thing to open by far. I think it's designed to be, and it is for me. So many champions scrolling by that I would love to get. And this is not one of them. Now, the thing is, the next one was Jabari Panther, who I recognize is good. And I recognize Havoc is also good. Okay. I think many people would be very excited to take Havoc to rank 2, like immediately. And I might. But someone put it when when I pulled Titan Hyperion, and I was very disappointed by it. They're like, bro, there's no way you're actually disappointed. And so a commenter, I think, helped encapsulate what I was feeling, was like, Hyperion's really good, and I probably will take him to rank 2 if I can awaken him. But it's just, he's been in the game so long, I've been playing so long, and the Titan Crystal is so rare, so valuable, so exciting, that pulling a champion who's been in the game that long, unless they just totally get you going, get your blood flowing, you're just going to feel a little disappointed, and that's how I felt. So I think Havoc's very good. I really do. That's not what I wanted. I wanted Silk. I don't know, just someone else. So there we go. That Black Widow relic, I will eventually do that stream where I just go over relics and we'll talk and have a good time with it. That one's phenomenal, and that immediately got put on a rank 2 skill champion. Now, this is where things start going crazy. Look at this. This is my most wanted pull in the whole game. We finally awakened America Chavez. I cannot believe that it took me this long to get her and awaken her. She was one of my first rank 2s. I think she may have even been my first rank 2, if I remember correctly. Unawakened. She's been doing phenomenally. Tier 1 war, tactic, not tactic, battlegrounds, all the things we talked about that she'd be amazing for. She has been amazing, and she's been doing it unawakened. And there's my girl ranked up. I have my 3 favorite champions in this game right now currently are Kushala, America Chavez, and then actually Shocker. Probably not a massive surprise to you. Hopefully y'all saw my rank 2 Shocker video that I put out. I had a lot of fun with that. Maybe one day we'll get like the full essentials, but I think that video really helps get you started. I'm showing you her awakened ability here. You can see this is going to help us with her dimensional energy, I think it is called, that infusion that really helps out. Now, I'll fast forward through some of this, but here's what I do want to show you is, so I bought all those Christmas Day deals. I was literally in the car while opening these. I was in the passenger seat. I was getting to check out. We had a long drive. I took a family road trip there, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe I got lucky enough to actually get one of these champions. And because I already had Shocker, this was my most wanted. Now, I wanted Diablo, and I want him awakened, though. I really do. I still think he's worth ranking without the awakened ability. But man, does his awakened ability really open stuff up, give him that attack increase. It's especially if you're running the recoil, if I recall, if that's what it is. It's great. It's great. And again, I'm going to spoil a little bit of the rank up roundup, but they're not intended to be surprises anyway. At least that's not the whole reason for watching. He's been at rank 2, and he's been phenomenal. Phenomenal for me so far. He is a champion that I played when I took him up when he came and his buff came, and I tested on stream. As I ended up ranking him that day. Did a bunch of videos on him. I love him. He's fantastic. And, we've theorized that with him coming as a 7-star, maybe we're going to start to see him more. He showed up a lot in the top 10 Mystic rankings and then the overall rankings. I really could go on and on about Diablo. Maybe we can get out a whole other Diablo video. Let me know if you're like, I would love to see an updated one. I did an Essentials, if I recall correctly, and I did a rank 2 or rank 3 video on him. That day the buff went live or soon thereafter. I really am a big fan. You can run it with recoil, you can run it without, you can run with Mr. Surge, you can run without. I remember my kind of like answer on that was, I think you want at least one or the other, but you don't need both. But boy, if you run both. All right, I said I was going to fast forward through all that, but I had stuff to say about Diablo. So now we're finally going to go into these. We've got 5 of them. I desperately want to awaken Diablo, and I want to get Professor X. Those are my big asks. I also love Shocker. As I just said, he's probably right now my 3rd favorite champion in MCoC. He's that good. He's that enjoyable. He's phenomenal. He's that enjoyable. And his skill is really, really helpful in using him in Battlegrounds and War, the modes I enjoy most. We started off with Professor X. I was like fist pumping in the car. My wife was looking at me being like, are you okay? I was like, no, I'm not okay. Big picture, but small picture MCoC. I am great. I am great. I am great. So that was phenomenal. So excited. Now I'm like, if I can just awaken Diablo, this is a complete and utter and total win. I don't really want Sandman. Okay. I know a lot of people really like him. He's not for me. I don't know. whatever, maybe if I pull him, and you saw all those Sandman goes by, and there's another one coming, I'm like, I'm definitely getting Sandman. And then it stops on Diablo instead. In a pool of like 8 Sandmen, I got the one Diablo. Like, talk about winning when it really looked like the only thing that was possible was a loss. And I get the 1 out of 9. That's why the reel exists. I know the reel is not real, but it's there for that sort of excitement and also the letdown. But that was phenomenal. So I've got my Diablo Awakened now. Everything else is gravy. I would love to get X, though. I would really like to, but I'm like, everything is just gravy here. And I get another Diablo. Now, his signature ability is really good. He's one of those champions where, like, the more you get, it's pretty good. Now, I will admit, right, I don't want to overstate any of this. I would have preferred to awaken X, right? Because I've already got Diablo at Sig 20, but I'm pumped up on that. I didn't pull Sandman. This is what I want. I've got plenty of science champions to rank up. I don't need more. And Sandman would probably be like 3rd or 4th in line. I don't need him. For people who really need what he does, maybe he'd be higher up. So here we are. We're just hoping for, Shocker or X, Shocker or X, Shocker or X. I thought I was getting Moondragon. And then we get another Shocker. I've already taken him to rank 2. He, as of right now, would probably be my first tech rank 3. Yes, I think Shuri's an overall better champion. And yeah, I think Iron Man probably is 2, but I don't have 7-star Iron Man. But I do have a Sig 40 Shocker. And right now, we think these champions are going to be pretty exclusive. So this is the only way to get extra Sig levels. And so now, I would need to get X, though. This is the only negative. Even though I was so excited about those pulls, I would have to get Professor X. I do think his initial Awaken ability is really, really a big deal. He is not the easiest to play, and I thought I had him. I thought I had him right there. I got Moondragon. Now, I understand she's great. There's a lot of really smart players that love her. And I will investigate. I'll probably try to play her a little bit. I have a lot of rank up resources. That rank up roundup video is going to be chock full of champions, because I immediately took Shocker to rank 2, but I had done that before this video. Hopefully you've seen that, and you've seen my kind of how to play Shocker video that I did. And then, as you're going to see here, and we'll just kind of talk a little bit as this plays on the back of the screen, I immediately took Diablo. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take him to rank 2. They've both been fantastic. In my opinion, some of the best champions in the game. And remember, the game's huge. So if you're like the top 50 or 60, it's one of the best champions in the game. But also incredibly fun to play. Diablo can be played with recoil, without recoil. I think Mystic Dispersion is really helpful to him. And Shocker doesn't need a specific setup. He's doing it phenomenally. If you're like wondering, DLL's had him in some videos. And then Tom Jarvis, an MCoC Illuminati, a planner, phenomenal player, and a great guy over in SSX, has been showing him off in war at rank 3. I was not able to show you mine because my alliance was like, oh, Vega, you're rank 2 Shocker. We will place him on defense, where he is kind of an annoying defender. He's not good in this current Battlegrounds meta, but as soon as the Battlegrounds meta, I think, doesn't like clearly cross him off the list of usable champions, I think you're going to see him. I think we're going to see him very high up in the Battlegrounds tier list. I say that as if I'm not the one who makes them. I know we're going to see him very high up, and we're going to see Diablo way up there too. This was my Christmas opening. It felt like a massive Christmas present to me. We've talked about the banquet when I did the State of the Game feedback video. It's definitely not all positive, and I'm not so sure Kabam liked it. We'll talk about that another time. In fact, I'm pretty positive they did not. At least not the whole company, just a few individuals. But that's fine. That's fine. You can't let that stuff stifle you, right? You got to speak your mind anyway. And I've always said, I do YouTube because I enjoy the game and have a blast with it. And then the most important thing to me is my relationship with you, the viewer. So I'm always going to tell you what I think. And if that gets me in trouble with Kabam, then so be it. Thank you so much for watching. I am back from work now. I'm back home, or I'm back from vacation. I'm back home. So we're going to start getting the videos out, and I can see some more things already lined up. So we'll be back at it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know how your openings went. How did your Christmas openings go? Did you get these Gifted Guardians? And which ones did you take up? I honestly think all of them are ranked 2 worthy. Literally all of them. Even the Sandman, who you heard me say I wasn't that excited about. I think definitely if he's what you need, I believe he's like a power and heal reversal champion. He's got a ton of immunities. The rework they did on him was really, really nice. Very solid. Moondragon can clearly do a ton of damage, and she's very unique in the skill classes. I believe she does bursts of energy damage as well. And then Professor X, I love. I really do want him awakened, though. And then Diablo and Shocker. I think they were the best in a very, very strong Pool of Champions. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.